What's up, everybody? I hope everybody had a beautiful day. Before I start, I already know there's a lot of people upset with me because of my position on domestic violence. People think domestic violence should only matter when the people that they don't like is the abuser and the people that they do like is the person that's being abused. I take domestic violence serious, and I think that no one should have to suffer through it. I just want to preference everything that we talk about tonight by saying that the video that I put out today was about domestic violence. If you take any two other people and put them in that same exact situation, the people who advocate for Tekashi, would you feel the same? There were just two other people, two totally different people. The people that advocate for Tekashi, would you feel the same? Would you still think it's okay? He had his reasons. I grew up in a single-parent household. My father. But I did have friends who grew up in a two-parent household, where one abused the other. So I feel a way about domestic violence, and I have a certain appreciation for the catastrophe and the damage that it could cause. So when I speak on domestic violence and other people's whole defense is, well, you don't know the whole story, you sound like you're saying that domestic violence is okay, as long as the person who is doing the abuse is someone you like, and as long as the person who is getting abused is someone you don't. What's up, Matt? How you doing today? What's up, Reezy, Robin, Tanisha? How you doing, baby girl? What's up, Karen Brown, Boogie Down, Fire Chief, Deontay? How you doing today, my brother? Yo, some weird shit happened. All right, so I was busy doing something. I don't want to talk about what I was doing. So, oh man. So I was busy doing something. I don't want to talk about what I was doing. So I was doing the thing. I kind of had a revelation. What was the revelation? I was thinking about something. Hold on, I'll remember it in a minute. Tim Tyler, how you doing, my brother? Domo Tutor, Young, Letitia. What's up, baby girl? How you doing, Mountain Rain? Hey, Mountain Rain, we missed you. We ain't seen you for a couple of days. Is everything going okay? Sharak, what up, my brother? How you doing today? Who else we got up in here? I love the fucking computer, right? With the touch screen, because now I could just move it with my finger instead of like messing with that damn mouse. Screw the cursor. You know what I'm saying? Screw the cursor. Karen Brown. Did I say Karen Brown? I think I did. I said young Karen Brown. I gave you 2 shout outs. Lambo. What up, Lambo? Who else is in here? Yeah, can we hit that like button so we can get more people in here? What up, Kaylee? Lil Pug. Ant must be with one of his sides. What up, Lil Pug? Oh man, you guys is crazy. What's up? It's a Quill. How you doing today? Kim McCullum. How you doing today? Cali Coco. Cali Coco's a cutie. That's a fact. That looked like red. Hold it to the end. Shout out to Red Kool-Aid Podcast with the donation. She said off tonight and get to check you, my guy. Sup, Frost BBN fam, chilling. How you doing, baby girl? Chilling. What's up, Waniqua Moses, Zeke Black? Yeah, Zeke, I got to give you back the thing. Sorry about that. It's a long story. You know, I be temperamental about bullshit. What's up, Reno Biz, Jackie Brown, Sarah Love, not good. Green Tree Gamers. We love having gamers up in here. What up? CV. Who else is up in here? Monica. John Soto. Midnight Myers. How y'all doing? Okay, what was the thing I was trying to remember? It was just some real funny shit that I remember when I was in the bathroom. That's why I said long story. I didn't want to tell you. I was actually just washing my face and shit. Because as I noticed with this new lighting that I have, I don't look so shiny. Like I'm really not shiny. Like people keep talking about I look like I'm sweating and shit. I'm really not shiny. It's just that I'm healthy. So when the other lights just make me glow a certain way. What's up, Brick Wall? Ramos Limon. Limon. Mei Ling Lim. How you doing? How you doing today, Mei Ling? Mei Ling. That's a beautiful name, not for nothing. That's a fact. Wow. Mei Ling said she was shot by her ex when she was 17. I was gonna make a comment about I don't know. I'd be too scared to find out what that do, but wow, he shot you. I'm very happy to see that you're still alive. What up, Tone Space? Poisonous Rainbow. Chunky, how you doing there, baby girl? Chunky got the most beautiful smile. That's a fact. Like her eyes just light up when she smile. Okay. Ashley, how you doing, Ashley? Let's go in the other direction now. I done went all the way that way. All right, let's get to the story. What up, Bam? Who else is in here? Let's get to the story. What up, Ray? Ray Soprano. Shout out. Shout out to Real Talk. What up, Odd? Yo, what up? Where you been? Odd Dot? Disappeared on us. Shakes. I said shakes. All right, so I made a video today. First, before I even get to the video, I want to show y'all a comment that happened on IG. Y'all know I love showing y'all this type of stuff because people are douchebags. So I'm gonna let me show you the whole entire interaction. Well, let me show you the whole interaction. Let me show you the whole interaction. And this just goes to show you, like, people don't. What happens is people decide that they do or they don't like somebody, right? And depending on whether they like or don't like them, is how they decide what's justice and not. Like, if they do like somebody, it's okay if that person does something bad. But if they don't like you and somebody do something bad to you, then that's okay because they never liked you anyway. You understand what I'm saying? We can't have that type of energy. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't have that type of energy. It can't be okay to do something bad to somebody. It can't be okay to do something evil to somebody because you think that they deserve it or because you don't like them. Hold on, Poisonous Rainbow Dash. Hold on, we're gonna get to that. We can discuss that all you want. Just give me a second. Let's get there. All right. Let's get there. Let's get there. Let's get there. But just hold on. So somebody made a this is a thing. So it says Tekashi 69's ex-girlfriend, Sarah Molina, he beat me. They're talking about the thing. So DJ Academic says, wait, so the same chick who made fun of me when a girl ran at me with a knife and made fun of Cuban Doll for getting beat up is saying she got beat up too and seeking sympathy. And so I said, I'm sorry, but Academics has a point. Either all domestic abuse is wrong or no domestic abuse is wrong. Let me show you. Academics 100% has a point. Either all domestic abuse is wrong or no domestic abuse is wrong. He has a point. Sarah cannot make fun of him when a female allegedly allegedly, tries to stab him. Sarah cannot make fun of Cuban Doll for getting beat up and then want people to have sympathy for her when she's abused. That's a fact. See, the problem with y'all guys that think that I'm caping for Sarah, or I'm too easy on this person, or I hate some other person. The problem with y'all is right now, that video that I made is specifically about the domestic violence that Sarah went through. It's not about whether Sarah was in on the heist. It's not about did Sarah sleep with Shadi. It's not about did 6ix9ine have a million girlfriends. I don't even think I mentioned 6ix9ine's girlfriends in the whole entire video. Why? Because that was not what the video was about. Just because you want me to talk about something, that doesn't mean that I believe that that information is pertinent to the thing that I'm talking about. So when DJ Academic says, wait, so the same chick who made fun of me when a girl ran at me with a knife and made fun of Cuban Doll for getting beat up is saying she got beat up too and seeking sympathy. He is 100% right. Keep that same energy. Now, anybody that's ever been to this channel, y'all know I disagree with DJ Academics all the damn time. How often do y'all ever hear me agree with DJ Academics? Now, with that being said, I still don't think that it's okay. Like, I'm just saying you got to keep that same energy. So I'm going to show you, let me show you how ignorant people are real quick. So I said, I'm sorry, but DJ Academics has a point. All domestic violence is wrong, or no domestic violence is wrong. I think all domestic violence is wrong, by the way. I think all domestic violence is wrong, by the way. Just so we can be clear on that. All domestic violence, wrong, by the way. So somebody says, I'm a fucking retard. Look at my reply back to him. I think I freaking, just look at my reply. I'm going to read it in a second. Some guy called me a retard for saying that either all domestic, look at it. But you want to know why he called me a retard? It had nothing at all to do with me being right or wrong. And it had everything to do with him not liking DJ Academics. It had everything to do with him wanting to defend Sarah. I'm going to tell you what I believe the biggest issue and problem to be when we're dealing with people, right? It's our choice to be blind. Anybody ever come to this channel? I'm not going to say I defend, but I'm going to say I don't bash her. I think that's why people think I'm always defending her, because I don't bash her. And a lot of the shit that people are bashing her for is really like, it's subjective. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't always take the negative opinion on somebody. And you just have individuals that, they so mad at freaking Sarah Molina that they don't even eat Sara Lee cakes no more. They so pissed off at Sarah. They don't want shit to do with anything that says Sarah. They don't want to watch fucking any John Connor movies. Nothing. Anything that has anything to do with Sarah, they just hate it. They don't even want Sarah because Sarah sounds too much like Sarah. They just irrationally hate that woman. I have no idea why they hate that girl like that, but they just irrationally hate her. That's just what it is. No, Tanisha, you are 100% right. We don't know enough about her to dislike her. I never started out caping. Never. And I've been consistent with everything that I've been saying. You have just decided to listen differently. Okay. For people who's been following this channel for some time, y'all already know that a lot of this stuff that's coming out now, I've done reported on it a couple of months ago. I was reporting on this shit over the summer. I got videos I made over the summer where I told y'all there was a situation and it's believed she was attacked when she went to and there was a situation and Sarah got beat up and she had a busted up mouth. And I already made videos on this stuff. All right. This is nothing new to me. This is new to you dudes. This is new to y'all. This ain't new to me. I've done made videos on this. Y'all people just didn't want to listen back when I was making these videos because y'all were blinded by the rainbow hair. This is all to me. To be 100% facts with you, we don't call names. He could be what he's be. You could be 100% right about what 6ix9ine is, Rashad, but we don't call names. All right, we don't call names in here. I put him on the timeout by accident. I didn't even mean to give him that timeout. That was an accident. Sorry about that, Rashad. We don't call names. You didn't know. All right, so the next time you do something you're supposed to get timed out, we're going to give you a pass on the next time out. But we don't call names in here. Let's be adults, all right? That I know it happens sometimes. I might call somebody a name sometimes by accident also. And also, we try to use the N-word not that much. Let's try not to use the N-word. Also, let's get them likes up. All right, so can we get the likes up? Like, seriously? You got 100 people in here that's like, you're just not going to hit the like button? A whole 100 of y'all? All right, whatever. It's not that important. So the people always give women really? Because the other female that said she got raped, I said I needed proof. Oh, Jay Rossi, you new here. You haven't been here before. You're just talking and you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I get it. Not a problem. You good. Don't worry. Because the other female, I said I needed proof. I think I made like 2 videos talking about how I needed proof. But so, you know, you're just talking. You're just accusing people of stuff without no actual evidence. Oh, I get it. Not a problem, Mr. Rossi. See, I'm going to be quiet about that. Okay, I'm going to be quiet about that. Act going to do what Act want to do. That's a fact. All right. So there's certain things that I'm going to be quiet on. Act is going to do what Act want to do. That's a fact. So that's a fact. Act is going to do what Act want to do. There's nothing nobody could do about that. We're going to skate to one song. Hardcore G shit. There's nothing nobody could do about that. Act is going to do what Act want to do. Let's try not to call people names. We know it's not always that easy, but let's try not to call people names. All right, so now, okay, since I said all of that, now I could actually talk about the situation. So I make a video, and the video is basically about domestic violence. And the video is basically about how we cannot accept domestic violence. And instead of the video being accepted, and I've had people, they freaking flag the video. How do you flag a video? This is how much people hate Sarah. This is retarded. Like, y'all really, like, this is a shame. This is really a shame. How do you flag a video that's talking about we need to stop domestic violence? How do you flag that video? Like, all of the videos in the world that you could flag, you're going to flag a video that's basically talking about let's not beat up our spouses. Let's not try to hurt the people who we claim we love. Out of all of the videos you people could flag, you flag that video. All right, they ain't fixed it yet. They really hate me. That's a fact. But they hate me and they hate Sarah. It is what it is. How do you flag that video out of all of the videos that you could flag? Hold on 1 second. Yeah, they flag a video speaking about the like Karma's a bitch. Some of y'all, like, some people wonder why bad things happen to them. I keep hearing about the supposed audio. I didn't hear it. Screw it. All right, so I say all that to say this. The video is about domestic violence. We can't allow domestic violence. I know y'all people like 6ix9ine. I know y'all love 6ix9ine. I know even though y'all have never met 6ix9ine a day in your life, y'all think he's God. Y'all think he's the best thing that ever happened. Y'all want him to live till he's a mil. Y'all want him to have total supremacy and reign over the planet. I get it. I absolutely 100% get it. Y'all think 6ix9ine is the best thing that ever happened in the world, and y'all upset that he's not out here to entertain you, and I get it. I get it. I absolutely get it. But y'all basically are trying to say that it was okay that he beat that woman. Now, let's say just by chance, let's say she did sleep with Shotty, right? Let's say that happened. Let's say she slept with Shotty. I don't think that's still any justification for beating and raping her. So hold on. Hold on. So OVO, you think that if a female cheats, that she should be beaten and raped? Hold on. So you think that if a female cheats, she should be beaten and raped? OVO thinks that if a female cheats, she should be beaten and raped. That's what OVO thinks. If a female cheats, she should be beaten and raped. She was raped. He raped her. He beat her and raped her for hours in a hotel room while he was high. But you see, people just talk. You see how people just talk? They don't have no information about nothing. They just so busy to tear down the woman and lift up the man. So busy to tear down the woman and lift up the man. So busy to tear down the woman and lift up the man. See, this is the way I feel. I don't think there's any explanation. But if you was somebody that actually knew her, and then you was knew him, pardon me, and you was defending him, at least then I could be like, wow, the person you're defending somebody that you know. You understand what I'm saying? But we have people out here that's going all the way in. Going all the way in on her. Never met this man a day in their life. Don't even know what he's really like. No, not saying Sarah's perfect. So that's the only two. Hold on, Jay Rossi. Stop for a minute. So you got to stop and you got to have discussions about this type of stuff. So the only two things that Sarah could possibly be is either perfect or worth raping and beating. That's the only two things, Mr. J. Rossi. Sarah either got to be 100% perfect or she has to be somebody that is worth or she's low enough that she deserves to be raped and beaten. That's what you're saying, right, J. Rossi? That's what you're saying. She's either perfect or she's okay. It's okay to rape and beat her. Those are the only two choices, right, Jay Rossi? This is not a new claim. This is an old claim. You just wasn't listening when it came out the first time. This is an old claim. All of this information came out over the summer. All of this information that people keep acting like is brand new came out and was public information over the summer. Oh, so what do you mean? Why such? Oh, so now you're still defending him, even after you see. Not I didn't time him out because I want people to understand how people's brains work. There is nothing that anybody could say that could make Jay Rossi not believe that it's okay for Tekashi 6ix9ine to have raped and beaten Sarah. This is what Sarah's up against. This is what she's up against. She's up against hundreds of thousands of people just like Homeboy. Yep, his driver did say it. That's a fact. Sarah's up against hundreds of thousands of people just like this Jay Rossi guy. And then people wonder why I don't want to drag her. And people wonder why I don't want to bash her. People wonder why I don't want to tear her down. She's up against hundreds of thousands of people just like this Jay Rossi guy. Hundreds of thousands that just hate her. Is she an angel? I'm pretty sure she's not. I know I've never claimed she was one. I personally never claimed she was a saint. Oh, so because 6ix9ine didn't call the police, then it was okay. Right? Jay Rossi, once more, giving more excuses why it was okay for her to get beaten. Rhoda, he wants to be out because we're not bashing 6ix9ine. And he sees that I deal with intelligence. Why? You know how many people are in domestic violence situations and don't call the police? You know how many people are in domestic violence situations, got killed by their spouse? And you got an idiot talking about why they didn't call the police? You know how many people are in domestic violence situations and they get raped and abused while and their kids is getting raped and abused and they're too scared to call the police? I used to work at a women's shelter, Franklin Women's Shelter in the Bronx. I used to work there. I was a security guard. They had this chick that came in one day, right? Real pretty girl. She's Puerto Rican. She was about, I don't know, about 4'9", maybe 5 foot, maybe about 5 foot, maybe 5'1". I don't know. She was real short. So she comes in real short, petite, real pretty. So I'm playing pool. Coincidentally, I wasn't supposed to be playing pool, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I just do what I want to do. So I was playing pool, and yes, my supervisors that was supposed to stop me from playing pool was watching me play pool. So I play pool with the girl, and we're chilling, we're talking, and I get to meet her. She's a real nice girl. Come to find out, the reason why she was in the shelter is because her boyfriend cut her ear off. Her boyfriend cut her ear off. So every time I see people talk about why didn't this person go to the police? Her ear off, off. So every time I hear about people talk about why somebody didn't go to the police, that makes me feel sad. Not just because of homegirl. I don't feel sad for homegirl. I feel sad for the people who actually died and aren't alive no more because they were too scared to go to the police, because they didn't think the police could help, because they didn't think. First of all, calling the police on a man and you don't that don't always work. Calling the police in a domestic violence situation don't always work. It don't always work. It it don't always work. That's a lie when you say it doesn't mass. Look, Jay Rossi still defending. Look, this is how you know people that beat their women. This is how you know people who want to live in an abusive relationship. He's going to. It's not just accusations. She showed the pictures of her beat up. She has actual people that have already came out and said that she was beat up. But Jay Rossi still says it's accusations. Who think Jay Rossi should just get kicked? Show of hands. Who think Jay Rossi should just get kicked? I know calling the cops does nothing. My daughter lives in Mass. I know people who live in Mass. He doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's lying at this point. Who thinks Jay Rossi should just get kicked? All right, somebody go show him the door. Go show him the door. Somebody. I don't care who does it. No, we kick him. I want him kicked out the room. I don't want him to be able to come back. Copy. It's crazy. I am 100. Issachar says just hide him so he can learn. I'm 100% sure that that particular individual knows what domestic violence is, knows how dangerous it is, and knows the problems that it causes. But that individual thinks it's okay to abuse women. You see how the other individual, everybody else was like, yeah, but he also did this, he also did that. And people was like, wow, I didn't even know that. Shout out to Mr. Is that Euro with the donation? He said, shout out to BB and Jack Frost. Check out my song, Euro Moonrise. It's about the compassion and relationship piece, y'all. Okay, now you see that's how you get yourself plugged, because I can't kick the nigga. Part of my language, because I can't kick him because he freaking donated $10. So I can't kick his ass for dropping the damn he paid for his fucking sponsorship. Shout out to that dude for doing it the right way. Shout out to that guy for doing it the right way. Shout out to him. Black Star Power, we block people all the time. But this is a very important discussion that we're having tonight. So I want to be a little bit more tolerant, and I want to it makes it easier for me to get my talking points across when I have somebody speaking irrationally. You get it? When I have somebody feeding me, they're tossing me softballs. I'm trying to stop saying the N-word. We're not talking about innocent before being found guilty in the court of law. We're not talking about court of law. We're talking about man, is this the same person? No, this is somebody else. Once again, we're not talking about a court of law. And on top of that, he's already pleaded guilty to the stuff that he went to court for. But we're not talking about a court of law. He beat the woman. It's not, I don't even, this is why women, you guys are the exact reason why some females don't want to come out and let people know that they've been abused. The fucking shame. And then if people don't believe you, yeah, we're about to call Zeke in a minute. The shame. Should we call somebody before we call Zeke? The shame and the fact that people don't believe you. You know how ashamed these women are that they getting beaten. You know, see, most guys, being a grown adult, they won't know how it feels to be powerless. You know how much shame that is to be powerless? Fucking powerless in your own home. You're not safe in your own home. Do you know how it feels to not be safe in your own home? Where you live? And you're a grown-ass adult? Do you know how it feels? Yeah, thanks for kicking Test. That's what I think. Like I said, that's why I preferenced everything in the beginning by saying what I said. If these was two different people, if this wasn't Sarah and if this wasn't 6ix9ine, if it was just two different people that maybe people didn't even really know, the woman wouldn't be getting as much hate as she's getting. And another thing that y'all guys might not know in here that's busy defending 6ix9ine. Oh man, God damn it, give me that. And for the ones that don't know, I'm pretty sure, and the women, y'all don't gotta speak out. We got 164 people in here. I'm absolutely certain we have at least 10 females in here that was in an abusive relationship. I mean, I'm pretty sure we got about 30 or 40, but I'm absolutely certain we have at least 10 females in here that was in an abusive relationship where they were getting beaten or where they were getting abused in some manner or another. I'm absolutely certain of it. At least 10. I was going to break the story a long time ago. This ain't nothing new. None of this is new. All this stuff, I already talked about all of this stuff. I have videos about all of this stuff. Just being honest, shout out to Just Being Honest for the donation. Just Being Honest said, I agree on 100% frauds, but frauds. I have examples where I tried to help women or girls out of a situation. I really tried, and she declined and went back. Absolutely. Absolutely, that happens, Just Being Honest. That's a fact. That's a fact. What you just said is a fact. There are females that are in abusive relationships and they don't have the slightest idea how they're going to live without their abuser. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact that cannot be. They are. Once again, I used to work in a women's shelter. I used to work in a women's shelter. All right, so sometimes people wonder why, like, so I had somebody ask me once, was I shy? They were like, yo, you shy around women? This and this and that. And I'm like, no, I'm not really shy, right? I'm scared of women. I'm scared. I'm gonna explain. You see, when you're a douchebag, and I'm not trying to be funny, what I'm about to say is what I perceive to be the truth, what I've seen in my life. When you're a douchebag, you have a certain power over females. Not all females, but generally speaking. You have a certain power over females when you're a douchebag. Females don't want to cross you. They're a little bit more receptive. When you're not a douchebag, that's when fuck shit happens to you, because a lot of females out here have been hurt. They can't get back at the person they want to get back at. So they'll get back at whoever they can get back at to make them feel better about whatever kind of abuse that they've been through. It happens. So I'd be scared to death. Say I meet some woman and she's going through some kind of tragic time in her life. So for whatever the reason is, she accused me of something I haven't done. Or she says I did something that I didn't do. Because hell yeah, women lie. Men lie too. Only thing that don't lie is numbers. Then what? I've been lied on before. I've been lied on. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I used to work at this place. These people tried to get me fired. This girl comes in. She befriends the people that want to get me fired. She comes into the office. She says she wanted to go out on a date with me. At first, I say no, but then I relinquish and I say, okay, not a problem. Call me. I give her my number. She goes back and she tells the people to try to get me fired, tells my bosses that I told her that if she don't go out on a date with me, that she's gonna make sure I'm gonna make her get transferred. I don't know this girl from Adam. Only seen her 3 times. But she befriended some people that hated me. They convinced her to lie on me. Anyway, they found out she wasn't telling the truth. She ended up almost losing her job. The people that tried to get her to do the thing, because the reason why she kept her job. The people that was trying to get her to do the thing, they got fired. I've been lied on before. So I am 100% scared. That's a fact. That's one of the reasons why I'm just alone right now. Keep it a buck with you. For some strange reason, people think I want to have a relationship with Sarah because I don't bash her. Just so we can be clear on this, I don't want to have a relationship with a 22-year-old girl that's in the public eye, that's already been in a violent relationship. She's a puppy. Come on. See, that's the difference. When Tekashi say he's a kid, people say, no, you're a grown man. Hold on. Let's stop everything. So, Mr. OJ, don't kick OJ yet. Don't kick OJ. Don't kick OJ yet. I want to ask OJ a question. So, Mr. OJ, how was Sarah clout chasing? How was Sarah clout chasing, Mr. OJ? Come on, you wanted the stage, right? You wanted front and center, right? Tell me how Sarah's clout chasing. You wanted front and center, right? Come on. Oh, you don't have a way how Sarah's clout chasing. You're just saying that she's clout chasing. You said Sarah's clout chasing. How is she clout chasing? No, but all of this information came out over the summer. All of this information came out over the summer, Mr. OJ. This is all information. I've literally did videos on it. So how is she clout chasing? Also, she wasn't talking to the media before. She went, did an interview, they asked her some questions, she answered the questions. How does that make what she's saying any less valid? Yeah, he doesn't have anything to say. Kick him. Kick him. Kick him all the way out the door. He don't got nothing to say. I want to give people the opportunity to voice your opinion. She is dancing around the shoddy question. That's a fact. Apparently, she's not allowed to defend herself. The problem is how she's defending herself. That's the actual problem. She needs some media training. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, nobody's reading words like that. Make your words regular, please. Nobody's reading that shit. You trying to give me a headache? Nobody's reading that shit. Stop trying to be cute. Please stop trying to be cute. Nobody's reading that shit. I gotta get that shit off the screen. That shit gonna give me a headache, yo. I gotta read that shit. Letters all sideways and everything. What you trying to do? Make somebody get like fucking catch a seizure or something? Think I'm epileptic? You trying to cause me like trying to fuck with my? Come on, man, stop that, child. How you gonna do that? I meant to call Zeke already. It's moving too slow. I don't think that was very smart to say.
It's good.
What up, yo? What do you think about this whole mess?
Oh man. Oh. It's crazy, man, because not crazy. Because whatever he put together to decide to pop on her, well, this domestic thing probably going on for who knows how long with them two. You know what I'm saying? But in this situation we're talking about, some type of law enforcement told him his girl was sleeping with Shotty. And him being emotional and not having emotional control because he wasn't going to step to Shotty, he took it out on her. You know what I'm saying? He just kept taking it out on her. He kept popping on her. And I'm saying, if you feel somebody's sleeping with your girl, you gotta step to them. But maybe, fear. Oh, if I say this, maybe he was scared of Shotty. Maybe he was scared of what come with Shotty. If I step to him, I gotta deal with any other niggas. And this is what I mean about putting yourself in a situation where if you ain't got no heart, you outnumbered. You know what I'm saying? So, I believe somebody told him that they was doing whatever. It could be true, it could be false. He flipped on her. And he flipped on her. And he held that against her. But this is how you know that law enforcement was involved. And whatever they was telling him was because before they waited her crib in Brooklyn, he actually told his mother to tell her to move out. You know what I'm saying? And put her in a hotel. Then they waited the spot 2 days later and they found the gun and the bag and everything else. So he was in communication with law enforcement already. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was 40, you know what I'm saying? But his takedown for them was out of, you know what I'm saying? He was hurt at her. Now, and I don't know, I grew up in Spanish Harlem, and there's a word that they call cabron, and they cabrona. And one thing that you do, and that's what the Latins is, where I grew up at is, a woman don't cheat on her husband. People kill people over that, you know what I'm saying? So, there's a word that they use, cabron, that's a bad word, and we couldn't say that word. Seriously. You say cabron, that was like the word of death. You know what I'm saying? So, you call somebody cabron, I mean, you know somebody's blazing your wife. So, remember, he's Puerto Rican and Mexican. So, he's growing up in that Latino environment. You know what I'm saying? He probably was flipping on her in that, yo, how dare you, definitely, if he's black. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he wasn't taking out on them. But if you notice something though, after Dubai, that's when things was getting different with him and Shotty. We seen it in the public. You know what I'm saying? More security, less events him and Shotty was at, and things was happening weird. So you know what? Instead of him stepping to him, he did something different. He created a situation that sent people to jail. But it's not cool to beat your girl up. If you are, you know what I'm saying? But in our neighborhoods, in our community, where everything is unbalanced, some people might think, well, what did she do to get popped for? Sometimes you gotta have balance in your life and walk away. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You see what I'm
saying? What Zeke is trying to say, Meeling, is when cabron was used in the neighborhood he grew up in, what it was basically used as is to say that your wife is sleeping around you or something.
Yeah, like your wife is sleeping around on you and you know it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like your wife is cheating on you and you know it. Dudes get punched in the face over that. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what it meant in the neighborhood that he grew up in. Although the dialect may be different the way that you use it. You understand what I'm saying? That makes sense? Because in New York City, in different areas, Spanish is just used different. Just like with English, English is used different places also. Like if you come to New York and somebody's
also, like if you come
to New York and somebody's like, yo, you a sucker, exactly. Like you know what a sucker is, right? It's like anyway, I'm not gonna go into that. But like if you come to New York and somebody be like, yo, what's good? You understand what I'm saying? That might be a ticking different. Like if somebody said what's good 20 years ago in New Mexico. Anyway, finish what you saying, Zeke.
And that's deep because the era I grew up in, you couldn't call somebody capital. I don't know about now. We in 2019. Where I grew up in Spanish Harlem, if you say, yo, son, you're a cabrón, nigga pop one. You know what I'm saying? That was his dad. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I was at in Spanish Harlem. You just Spanish Harlem in 1980, and you call somebody a cabrón, you might have got stabbed. So, because you basically telling somebody that you know that somebody's blaming your wife, and you basically okay with that. I don't know what's going on in 2019 because everything is so watered down. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. I think you're right. I'm with you. Finish what you're talking about. I'm with you. Finish what you're talking about.
So, we on the same page. Oh, in his case, he was bugging out, man. No man should put their hands on a female. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, you know what I'm saying? And we can't look out, and we can't look at it from the point of what part did she play this? No man should put their hand on a female, like no female should put their hands on a man. There should be a line of respect somewhere. You know what I'm saying? As we get older, we realize this, that once you start popping on your girl, that becomes a regular thing. So then the respect and love is out the door because then you want to control. When you can't control, that's when all that physical stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about what he did. He really violent. I mean, from the pictures that he showed, he put his hands on her. So it's like, damn, bro, if you thought that she was sitting with your man, why you just say pop on Shotty? Am I right? If you did that in that situation because of Shotty, why you just say pop on Shotty?
That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying?
No, 100% clear. And also in that same interview that she had, one of the things that she said was, what's up, Ruby Reed? One of the things that she said was there was an incident that happened in the car when he was driving somewhere, and 6ix9ine jumped on her, and Shotty grabbed him and said, "Yo, what are you doing? Are you crazy?"
I'm saying.
So that's already put forth that 6ix9ine, when Shotty was around, 6ix9ine wasn't able to be physical. Exactly.
You're physical, you know what I'm saying? And like he was stopping that.
And that's probably why 6ix9ine wanted her to come out to
Bang.
Dubai.
Why? Because he couldn't go. Right. You don't know. He's right on the money. You couldn't go. Now I got you. Now Shotty can't save you. So but mind you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, finish what you're saying.
But so now, the men that keep stopping you from choking you out, this is the reason why I'm choking you out, because of him. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually, that's what I just read something where it said the reason why whatever happened in Dubai was because he thought she was sleeping with Shotty. So this is a weird kid right here. This is crazy. You popping on your girl in New York, he stops it, right? But then the same guy that keeps stopping you from choking your girl, you bring your girl out of town and beat on her because you want to tell her, yeah, I know you're sleeping with the same guy. That's what's stopping me from putting my hands on you in New York. Does that make sense?
No, I mean, that's crazy shit. But just so everybody could be clear, Zeke isn't saying that she slept with Shotty. Zeke is saying that that's what the rumor is.
The rumor
was. That's what he's saying. Let's be clear on that.
Be clear. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I hope that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But in this little kid's brain, he thought He must have assumed this allegedly, and this is what caused these actions. Now, I would say this though: if you have to be a man, like just like Boogie Down Boston is the best. He just said it. He took the word cabron. The word cabron exactly, and you take the female back. Bingo. I mean, that's what I know. People used to take that as an offense back in the day. So with him, he probably grew up under that. Remember, he's Puerto Rican and Mexican. So in his world, where he grew up at, where he was in Bushwick, he probably grew up amongst more Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what they was on. Like when they call you that, like it's disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Somebody sleeping with your girl, you know somebody sleeping with your girl, you're gonna take her back. You know what I'm saying? And remember, most Latinos in my generation, the woman took care of the kids, cleaned the house, and the husband worked. So if your wife cheats on you, that makes you look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because you did it. You did what a man was supposed to do while she took care of the kids. You paid the rent. You paid the lights. So it goes back to in the new generation. His actions was of that. Like, yo, you violated me, your place, that. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Now, this is
he should have put his hands on her. That's a sad case, though. It doesn't even matter. He should have put his hands on her. You know what I'm saying?
And then, what does everybody think about Shotty now? Is my question. Because Shotty's been getting killed. Everybody been calling Shotty all type of different names.
He's the robber. He's the robber.
He's the robber.
Now he's the home wrecker.
But if you let the situation tell itself, he was actually preventing 6ix9ine from beating on Sarah.
Sarah, yeah, it's a fact. He was more of a good guy. I think he was in the situation. It's looking like he's getting a bad rap because he put himself in the position to be put in a bad rap. But as this case moves along, you know what this is looking like for between me and between us. This is looking like a Nicky Barnes situation. It sounds crazy.
That's a fact.
You were here, you blazing my girl, and I believe a certain situation was put together. Because we always assumed that Shotty was robbing him. But then when everything hit the fan, he threw it out there. So now it's like he threw it out there to make Shotty character look bad before he got bad. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Look, that 105.1 interview was just like, huh? You know what I'm saying? But inside your manager, he had 20,000, that. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, I don't know, man. Maybe Shotty just got, it's looking like the police. Okay, this is okay. This is how I'm looking at it, brother. It's just from my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just stop me if I'm going too far. But everything is allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
Before he went to court sees, something must happen. Some type of police authority, we don't know which one, told him Shotty was having sex or doing something with his baby mother. Probably when he goes out of town. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I believe that in the midst of all that happening, he was in fear of Shotty and the homies, but he would take it out on his girl, his baby mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Smack her. You know what I'm saying? But she probably wasn't blowing it up. He just kept it quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that he probably told her every time, I know you effed him. You know what I'm saying? How that go? You know what I'm saying? You hear me? You fucked him before he get drunk high, he go in the house, and he started doing weird things. Like we said, but when they're together, and she probably watching it. And she probably laughing, joking, playing. Don't pop on her in the car. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you, man? And he fucking out. Yo, you wilding, my nigga. All in all, he doesn't know that this kid believes that you blazing his girl. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. Now check this. Check this. Okay, finish what you're saying.
Now, this is where it gets crazy. This is where it gets crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is where it gets crazy at. What's the best way to get somebody back if you're scared of them? And you have an authority that can move this guy out your life. Law enforcement.
That's a fact.
So now it makes sense why he topped out. Because he knew most of the other charges was bullshit because dang. Because he already, out of anger, probably said something. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not stupid. He ain't tell, but he basically threw the gun at, watch them niggas, not me. I'm just a rapper. You hear me?
Yeah. Now check this out. This is something that I think people should think about. What if now, with all this being said, I'm not saying that she slept with Shotty. Let's just be clear on that. Let's just be clear on that. We're saying that there's a good chance to believe that 6ix9ine believed she slept with Shotty. That's what he believed.
Yeah, that's what he believed.
So who wasn't to say that when he was over in Dubai doing what he was doing, somebody contacted him and said, yo, Shotty's a little bit too close with Sarah.
Bingo.
Whether he was or he wasn't, that's what they said.
We don't know if it was law enforcement or one of his friends or somebody, it could be anybody. Yo, she's going to the club with him too much. I see him in the club. Yo, you're popular now. She young, she want to go out. People somebody, yo, that's what I just seen. Yo, they together, they dancing, they bugging. And I ain't gonna lie to you, with some of the videos they seem kind of tight and close, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know, they always just part of the same team. But you know what? This is what I was researching this a couple of months ago. Personal and business has to be separated. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing business with somebody, you don't bring business to your home on your personal. You gotta keep business and personal. You don't bring guys that's deemed to be your bosses or your big homies around your girl. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is you could be in a relationship with your girl for 20 years, but then she see this guy comes around, he's the guy that pays you, he's talking this big talk, he got swag. She'll begin to like him because some females just like power. They like powerful men. They're attracted to powerful men. That's why some guys act tough in front of females, because females like that. They like a tough man. A man that stands for something. You know what I'm saying? And that's his fault for bringing his girl around the squad. Because now you're the Lulu home when he comes around. And I know how dudes give it up. They don't even realize it, but the way he probably was talking to 6ix9ine sometimes, you know, he's moving around and she's looking at like, damn, this is, you know what I'm saying? That's my nigga right there. Think about this. You fighting with your girl, I'll break the fight up. You know what I'm saying? Am I right? I'm telling you, you bugging. She looking at you like, yo, this is God right here. She stopped him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? He probably really was her friend. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably, they probably really was friends. It just seemed like he was just happy. And I think he loved Sarah, but he was young. And his rap stuff, he just got all mixed. He got too mixed. He was all over the place. And he got distracted with that. And think about that. Ever since he got distracted with that, everything went to shit, didn't it?
Yeah.
Ever since he assumed that she had sex with Shotty, everything went downhill. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Everything went downhill. You know what I'm saying? Everything just went. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to show. I think, in life, domestic violence doesn't work. If you're in a relationship, you love your husband, you love your wife, and y'all may have hand problems or, verbal abuse problems, go to counseling. Go to a relationship. You got counselors that you can fix your relationship. A lot of times we take out our anger out on people from shit that we went through in our past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you're around somebody every day, they get some of that. So I would say if you're in a domestic relationship and you love the guy and you refuse to leave him, you give him a choice. Listen, do you want to go to counseling? He goes, no, then you gotta leave that relationship because you're gonna get hurt.
That's a fact.
Once a person gets used to hurting you, you don't stop. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing I would say is get counseling. If you're in a relationship,
and not just that, just so we could be clear, a lot of people out here just need somebody to talk to in the first place. Like even if you're in a relationship, y'all should have somebody that y'all can go talk to. Like even if it's not a counselor or anything like that, you should have somebody that y'all both trust that y'all can go talk to, and because a lot of times Relationships break up because the couple don't have nobody that they both feel like they could trust, that isn't going to take one side or the other, that they could talk to. So you should definitely, if you have any kind of rocky roads, like Zeke is saying, go pay for a counselor. Believe me, everybody does. Everybody with money has a psychiatrist. Believe me when I tell you. Believe me when I tell you this. Everybody that has any real money has a psychiatrist. They have somebody that they go talk to. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. If you want to save your relationship, go to somebody that you could talk to. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a fact. I'm not talking about this 6ix9ine Sarah situation. That shit's already kaput. I'm just talking about people just in general. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to save this relationship with this particular person, go hear what your problems is through somebody else. Sometimes that helps.
Yo, bro, you know what's real about that, man? It's because you're so right about that. And it's so messy to say this, though, but, in our communities, we don't see that as much because in our family, we really don't have nobody else we can talk to. Because, some people in their families either had a father that's gone, an uncle that's all over, or a mother that's all over the place. So it's like when a child leaves a home in that community, they 16, 17, trying to find their way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like to find their way. So this is why we're saying for the young ones that's probably in the chat that's 18, that boyfriend comes around sometimes, he might be drunk, high slap you here and there. If he really loves you, find somebody else to speak to, like you said, or worse come to worse, get some Medicaid.
That's what Mei Ling just said. Keep going.
Huh?
No, Mei Ling was just saying the same thing. Keep going. Say what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? And just find somebody to speak to, man. That's the best thing. That's because I'm gonna tell you, man. It's just like mistakes happen. I remember this kid when I was younger. He lived in my building, and this is domestic violence. He's a good kid. Good kid. He's like 15 years old, but he was smoking crack when crack first hit. So
wasn't that when it was the most powerful?
Yeah, definitely was powerful. Catholic school kid. He went to Catholic school every day. You see, we always thought there's something wrong with it, but then we realized it because he was smoking crack. And the guys he hung out with was a little older, and he would argue with his mother a lot. They'll argue, but we just thought that because he was a bug out, and that's why he just argued. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His mother was a sweet lady. That makes him rest in peace. Had she went to find him help instead of dealing with the fact that her son had a drug habit, she'd be here today, bro.
Oh wow!
Because she didn't want to admit that her son was smoking crack. We talking about the interview. You said somebody smoked crack. That was like taboo. You know what I'm saying? And, one day something happened, and she wanted to get high. He was getting high. She came in, and she stabbed him, and he stabbed her 34 times, bro. Killed his mom. And I say that to say, had she went and put her pride to the side and put him to a drug program, this would never happen. And all he got was 8 years for it. To be honest with you, all he got was 8. He came home, and her sister let him move back in. Wow. So the family didn't hate him for it because they were like, damn, instead of us having so much pride, he should have went and just got him help. Yeah. Happened in my building, man, 5036 Lexington Avenue. This is like 86. You know what I'm saying? So had the mom took her son to rehab, you won't be having this conversation about her being, you know what I'm saying? Passed away for over 30 years.
Shout out to Lucino with the donation. Appreciate you. She said, love cactus. Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is, but we always say he was a bug out, but then we knew why, because it's a drug, Sometimes pride, the parents have pride. If you're 17 and your parents got pride because they don't want to admit that there's something wrong with you, get your own help, man, before you hurt somebody out here. He didn't mean to kill his mother. He was just going through rage. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? If your kids is bugging out, believe the truth. Your kids just got bad tempers, they're losing their mind. Put your pride to the side. It's okay to have kids that have issues. It's okay to deal with kids that's hyperactive. You You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have to have a kid that he may be off balance. It's okay. Don't feel as a parent like nah, because I'm healthy. My kids should be healthy. Things happen. Just get them help, so they won't be out here smacking nobody else's kids up. You know what I'm saying, stabbing nobody else's kids up, stabbing nobody's kids. You know what I'm saying? We have to be the parents in the situation. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And beating women is not cool.
Yeah. Wait, Tim Tyler, why did which Billy are you talking about, had their live deleted? You talking about their account? I think sometimes them niggas be fronting. I think sometimes them niggas be deleting their own account and be like, oh man, my account is getting deleted.
Yo, you on it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is a touchy subject and people like to talk about domestic violence because it's home for a lot of people. But we're trying to give you a solution that people don't talk about. It's okay to get help. It's okay to take somebody to go get some help. If you're neutral, be neutral. You know what I'm saying? Don't always go, well, it's your fault because this happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta realize. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ant. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Ant with the donation. He says give him a shout out because he was asleep. Damn. Shout out to you, Ant, and those dreams and them sheep you was counting.
Yeah. So
all three of them, because I think that's about as high as Ant can count.
That's just from what I grew up in the area. I grew up with the generation. Like when it comes to that, like I remember my man was cheating. Some guys that cheated on. Then we was all hanging out, and one guy to the place, my other girl, and that went crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I got to see this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, domestic violence is not cool, man.
Nah, not at all.
It's not cool, man. We can't co-sign it. So
no, we cannot co-sign it. That's a fact. But that's what these guys are doing because they so busy want to defend Tekashi 6ix9ine. They co-signing domestic violence. That's crazy. Shout out to world famous Medford Peter. And yeah, I read your comment. You just showed up to give show love. Appreciate you.
Yeah. They give him 6ix9ine. He's just you can't co-sign that, man. I don't care what happens. You're supposed to deal with that another way. You know what I'm saying? If it hurts you that bad, just move out. Move on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to throw off the roof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
bro.
A fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Tim Tyler with the donation. He said, shout out to Frost for hanging up on niggas. Yeah, I hung up on the whole live today. I was having a live, but I had to do something, and I hung up on them. I was like, yo, I gotta go.
I gotta go. Yeah.
You know how I do.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just information, people. Take the information, hope it works for you all, you know what I'm saying? And use that for, for your kids, the step kids, the in-laws. Domestic violence is not cool. Domestic or physical. Be verbal or physical is not cool. You can't go with her fault. She's still there. You can't co-sign it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I tell you, that's crazy though, man. I tell you, the internet is crazy. You call somebody, listen, know what's funny? Just last week, 6ix9ine was the biggest rat, right?
Yeah.
Domestic violence, he's the victim now. This internet shit is wild. Sorry for cursing.
Wow, that's a fact. That's a fact. Just like people were more angry at him for telling on the team than they are for beating his baby mama.
His baby mama. That's crazy.
They're more angry at him for telling on the team than they are for him beating his baby mama. This world is crazy.
I told you, it's crazy. I'm telling you, as soon as the world hits, they don't want to hear it. They want you to make a show today, and you were supposed to bash Sarah. You hear me?
Yeah.
You were supposed to be, she's better than me. Man, I would have jumped off the roof and snapped her neck four places, man. Yo, we're in a weird society, bro. That's why I don't argue with these people, because it's like, look, right now, 6ix9ine is the victim of the situation. Sarah's on type of hoes and sluts. Crazy, right? But just 4 days ago, he was the biggest rat. Now y'all love 6ix9ine again. Now he's a real winner. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, man.
Yo, quick question. How that iPad working out?
Oh, not smooth, man. That's clear. Whew. It's clear. It's clear, clear, clear. It is clear. Cause well, it's like iPads are like little computers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's clear, man. So definitely clear. I just gotta buy that. But what's that? I'll probably buy it tomorrow though. Some stands I can sit it on.
Yeah.
Tripod. What do you call it? Tripod. Boom. That's the winner. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because remember, I can take that anywhere. Cause when it gets hot, I could be on location somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fact.
Like at the Hall of Fame or by Wall Street or by the water. You know what I'm saying? Yo, there's so many sites in New York City that I can just take a day and go. Let me go over here. You know
Z gonna be on the beach.
Yeah. Right. You know, out Orchard Beach right around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
No, that is a fact though. I was making a joke and talking about Brooklyn. Talking about the beach out in Brooklyn, Coney Island. But yeah, Orchard Beach is right around the corner from you. That's a fact.
Yeah,
Yo, somebody said they want to ask a question. Ask the question, Zoe. See, that's Tiffany says, I feel like the people out here saying they don't believe her story have never been a victim of domestic violence. Aside from is irrational. I feel like the people that don't believe her story, they just don't like her. And they don't care what happens to her.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't think it has nothing to do with actually domestic violence. I think that in an honest moment, 95% of these people are gonna say they're 100% against domestic violence. They're just not against domestic violence against Sarah. That's it. What do you do if you find out your baby mom set you up to get robbed by her new man at gunpoint? Okay, so
I mean,
that's a lot to unpack. First of all,
because that becomes street then because you put my life on the line. So of course I gotta treat you like the op. There's no way. That's not domestic violence. That's straight up. We going to war because you could have killed me. I could have died. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a situation where you set me up and you set me up for somebody else's game with my life. So in that situation, that's not domestic violence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, the person is trying to say that Sarah set him up to get robbed for his chain.
But we don't do. I mean, do we know that? I don't know.
That's very thin. I don't even. That's a very thin. That's just reaching. Like we need some. There's nothing to. Shout out to Quay, Turnpike Quay, for the donation. He said, "Shout out to Shotty. We got to protect our women." That's just too much reaching.
Yeah,
that's just too much reaching. Like that's just too much. What if? You understand what I'm saying? Like, tell me how that could line up. You got to tell me how that could line up before I could even take that into consideration. Why did you hide him? Unhide him. Unhide him. Unhide him. Shout out to Ruby Reed. Domestic violence is wrong on all levels. That's a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You cannot.
You go unhide him because you hit him. All right? I'm not going. If I have to go back there and unhide him, I'm going to give you so many timeouts, yo. Go unhide him. All right. I'll do it myself. Next time I ask you to go unhide somebody, do me a favor. Go unhide them.
Yeah, domestic violence, like that's a no thing, no campaign. Domestic violence is not cool. You know what I'm saying? That's just not cool on no level.
Not at all. You're 100% right.
And we can't come up with a type of
Young Zoe. We're not coming up with this whole scenario thing. You're not gonna just try to make up a scenario where somebody could say it's domestic violence is okay. Domestic violence is not okay. Your baby mom cheats on you and give you AIDS, go to the fucking cops, send that bitch to jail forever. How about that?
You know what I'm saying?
How about that, Mrs. Young Zoe? There's no way that you're gonna get me to say that it's okay for a man to beat on a woman. How about that? If your baby mom shoot you, you go hide out somewhere, call the cops, get that bitch arrested. How about that?
H1 was proper.
What else? What? Wait, hold on. If your baby mom stole you out of an airplane and you live, then you know what you're gonna do. Stop with the timeout. Stop. You time them out enough. If your baby mom stole you out of airplane and you live, you know what you go do. You go to the cops and get her arrested. Send that bitch to jail forever. If your baby moms try to fucking poison you and poison your food, you know what you do. You call the cops. Get that bitch signed to jail forever. Okay? There is no scenario where I'm gonna say you should attack a woman.
Yeah.
Are we clear?
That's not cool, man. And
no, he's just trying to get me to say it's okay to attack a woman. That's what he's trying to do. So he's just gonna keep coming up with new stupid ass scenarios. What if your baby mama tried to hire James Bond, and then when James Bond came to get you, she also got the people from the Fast and the Furious, but the dinosaurs was out, and it's gonna be some stupid ass. I don't care. Call the cops.
I'm saying, yeah, it's so deep, man. Just the rest of the thing cool, but we cannot just stay here and go it's her fault. And that's when people try to come up with her fault. Look at he got himself wrong. You know what I'm saying? He know what he did. He knew the maybe he didn't pay attention to the consequences, but he knew what he did, and there was consequences to that. He knew why allegedly what our old boy did what he did to him.
Yeah, you know the reason why he got robbed had nothing to do with Sarah. So that's why you don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? And what he did was foul, because you never leave somebody in another country.
They left the dude Harv in another. They left him in freaking where they left him? Russia. They left Harv in Russia. They left him in Russia with nothing. Somebody he had to call home and get somebody to get him to bring him back. They left that nigga out in Russia.
So there's consequences to that. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? There's consequences to that. So it's like there's consequences to what people do. And you know what I'm saying? And those are the consequences. It doesn't do with her. You know what I'm saying? Like he mad, like is he mad because they probably seen her and didn't do nothing to her? Because they beef wasn't with her. See, that only a sucker nigga do like that. Well, why would them niggas see you? They don't beef with you for? Because they don't got beef with me. It's your beef. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Guys, you gotta keep in mind, if you listen to what she was saying, when they had no food at the dog pound, she was feeding them. Taking food out of her refrigerator to bring to the dog pound. So a lot of them probably got love for her, genuine love for her. Like, nah, she all right, man. Don't say that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Even though he started acting weird, it wasn't acting weird with her. And some people, they get mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the money got to his head.
Time out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. What do you mean why Harv was left? You don't leave your dude in another country?
Yeah, you know you're doing another country.
I live in the Bronx. If we all go out to Brooklyn, we don't leave somebody out in Brooklyn, and that's just another. It's the same city. You talking about leaving somebody in a whole nother country? Where do they make you guys at? What do you mean? Why did they do it? There's no why to do that.
There's no why to it.
Didn't you just say something about this is the same person that said I shouldn't respond back to stupid scenarios, and then you ask a dumbass question like that?
You know what I mean? Sarah seems like a cool person, and she's down to earth. But he take that because when she in the hood, she good, but he wasn't good in the hood no more. That's because you left somebody in another country. That has, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And no, I don't know why he was left in the other country. Wait, do I know?
You don't know.
No, I don't know why he was left in all that. And coincidentally, if I knew, I couldn't tell you anyway. But he doesn't. I don't know why he was left in another country. You know how big that would have been? I don't know why he was left in another country. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know that.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm going to say is there's no way that they didn't feel that They knew its consequences with that. The things that we don't know about that was probably transpiring, just block stuff. And maybe because nothing was happening to her because she lived close to them. It was like, yo, well, why do we be beefing with? Like, why do we beefing with you? Because I'm cool with them. I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not you gotta keep in mind, some people appreciate when you do good things to them. Even if these guys might have been, as he calls them, dirty blood, there's times that when he was a dirty blood with them, she was feeding them. So people don't forget that, like, nah, they were cool, man. It's that nigga that shot. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, we see his baby moms every day. We ain't gonna pop on her. She's family. You know what I'm saying? Remember that time we had nothing to eat? She fed us. Remember that time we had no lights on? She put the lights on. Remember that? You know what I'm saying? Whatever she was doing for them, they did not forget. And he's so aware to figure, like, why did you do that to me for? But they didn't violate you. Because when you do good things for people, man, some people don't forget. Some people don't got mothers, fathers, aunts, and uncles. Some of these kids really live on the street. So you give somebody who don't know what love is, a little bit of love, they cherish that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's all that was. In his little brain, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? You in the hood. How come they didn't do nothing to you for? Because you know what I'm saying? I ain't violent. He did that. Now it makes sense why he had security for, because they knew that weird, but they knew what they did had consequences to it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
They left that nigga in another country, yo.
That's foul.
I don't know how you defend that.
You know what I'm saying?
But people see, that's what I don't understand. You say, yo, they left the dude in. Shout out to Mountain Rain with the donation. You say, yo, somebody left you in another country, right? And then people are like, yo, I can't understand that. But you got people that literally understand that 6ix9ine beat on Sarah. That was cool. They're gonna come up with reasons why that was okay.
Yeah. Right, you're right. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Wow, man. That's why it's just like, you can't find an excuse for it. That's why it's like, no means no. Don't put your hands on no females. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? I think, and I really truly believe he handled that situation totally wrong, just in general. But you know what I'm saying? Domestic violence is not cool. There's nothing cool about it, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing cool with that, man. I knew this girl too that went to be crazy. Her crazy ass husband. He cheating on her. So she decided to cheat. He get mad, kicked over the doors and stabbed her up 12 times. She ain't died, but he stabbed her up. But he the one that's been having babies and cheating. So now she decided he hurt. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah.
Now his heart is crushed. You done have four kids on her. You got girls calling your house, disrespecting her. Now she decided, you know, I'm tired of this. I'm gonna go find me somebody else that I can entertain. He get mad. He ride 200 miles to buy the car and stab her up. Come on, bro. Is that gangster? He did all the cheating, all the abuse. Then when she tried to do something, he want her dead now. That's why I said domestic violence is not cool, party people. We gotta realize we get back. If you can't accept, if you cheat, then your girl cheat, you get mad that she cheated, but she been cheating on her and she caught you out there, and you pop on her, you dead wrong, dog.
It's a fact.
She's only giving back the energy you give her.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say domestic violence ain't cool, B. Right now, 6ix9ine's a martyr. He's the victim in the situation. It's crazy, right? Even with academics, though, this is right. Domestic violence is domestic violence. But she didn't want to put it out there about him because that's, you know, her baby father. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Maybe that helped her cleanse whatever anger and pain she had by going public with this information. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, the internet now is the new doctor's office. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Am I gonna go to the store?
Yeah,
I think you gotta wrap it up.
Definitely. So so this is a great show tonight. You know, it's a tough topic. No means no. Shout out to Punch. Shout
Shout
out
out
to the
to
chat.
Punch.
Shout out to BBN Network. You know what I'm saying? Um, remember, don't use the N word. Those rules, you know what I'm saying? That's given. You use, you know, you use the N word, you get times out, accept it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get all emotional and Joe, but I'm saying, I'm saying, domestic violence ain't cool, man. And I would say speak to your kids about how it's not cool. And if you ever, like, you know what I'm saying, if you have a relationship where you're doing a lot of screaming in front of the kids, you have to train yourself not to do that and train yourself to deal with situations in a better way. You know what I'm saying? People are human, though, so things are liable to happen. Like you said, if you really love somebody, you love each other, talk to a mutual friend, get some Medicaid, go see a doctor. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna be able to figure that shit out on your own. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need a third party just to figure it out. Um, stay positive, positive people. You know what I'm saying? Information, not just to the teenagers and the kids. Talk to your husband tonight. You know what I'm saying? Your loved ones, your boyfriend. Yo, I think sometimes you may cross the line. Let's find ways of not finding ways to, you know what I'm saying? To go at it with each other. You know what I'm saying? Domestic violence is not cool. You know what I'm saying? Um, definitely. I mean, I appreciate all the support I've been getting on my channel. You know, I definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I got over 200 subscribers now, so that's good, right?
Hell yeah.
2 weeks time. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I appreciate that. Definitely with the BBN Network. You know what I'm saying? We all won. Domestic violence is not cool. You see, we're in a society now where 6ix9ine was a rap bastard last week, and this week he's the victim. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the PR Saxon for having us there the other day. We had a good time. Even though we popped up on them, but we had a good time. Great environment. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see my people involved in something positive. And with that being said, for take us out of here.
All right, first thing I want to say is shout out to Red Kool-Aid podcast donation. She says love for us. Peace, BBN. Love you too, baby girl. All right, so like I said, if we can take the two people that's involved in this situation and interject two and insert two totally different people, I believe that the whole perception of the situation will be seen differently. We don't have the right to say that we like somebody. So the fact that they considered that the fact that they committed domestic violence is okay. We don't have the right to do that. That's not right. It's not okay. Domestic violence is never okay. When you see that domestic violence has been committed and you're looking for a reason to give whoever committed the domestic violence a way out, you are wrong. Whatever the Bobbitt guy did, Lorraine Bobbitt did not have the right to cut his junk off. I get it. There's a lot of women that they feel like that was cathartic for them to hear that an abusive man had his Johnson cut off. I get it, 100%. But that don't make it right. When I hear, oh, the guy beat his girlfriend up because she cheated on him. There's a lot of people that have been cheated on. So they're going to say, yeah, she or he deserved whatever he got. They shouldn't have cheated. But they're wrong. Because the problem with saying that that's okay is that you have to keep that same energy every single time. You got to keep that same energy when the woman never did nothing and the guy decides to beat on her. Or the man never did nothing and the woman decides to cut his junk off. You have to keep that same damn energy. So for everybody that is swearing up and down, it's okay that Sarah got beat up. She's lying. They use makeup. For everybody that's saying shit like that, remember, at some point in our lives, we are all vulnerable. At some point in our lives, we are all vulnerable. A victim of domestic violence is a person who was vulnerable and another individual took advantage. That's it. That's all. There's not no good reason. There's not no pass you can give somebody. Domestic violence is wrong. Now, with all of that being said, let's just say for one moment, she absolutely did everything that these people are accusing her of doing. Let's say she did all of the things that she's being accused of doing. That still does not give any man the right to put his hands on them. And that damn sure don't give a man the right to rape her.
Yeah.
So when I see people in the comment section and they're just defending, when I see people came and flagged the video because they're upset because in their minds, I'm supposed to be talking about how evil she is. I say, well, I have a soft spot in my heart for people. Not this type of people, not that type of people, not those type of people, but just for people. I have a soft spot in my heart where I think that people need to be treated like human beings. Human beings shouldn't be abused. Human beings shouldn't be raped. Human beings shouldn't have to be victims. And if they are victims, their victimizer should be able to be held accountable. The victimizer shouldn't have a million people saying, it's okay, just don't kill the bitch. Because that's not the type of society I want to live in. I don't want to live in the type of society where it's okay to maim and injure our families. I don't want to live in the type of society where as long as somebody doesn't like you, somebody else can do whatever they want to do to you. I don't want to live in that world. I refuse to live in that world. So while we're not 100% sure what happened between her and Shadi, will we ever be? While we're not 100% sure what happened when Tekashi and all of the hundreds of women that he allegedly slept with, the one thing that we are sure is Sarah was not beat up. Then she went to Dubai to meet Tekashi. And then pictures was taken of her being beat up. That can't be argued. So if you want to defend domestic violence and you're a man, I have to assume that you probably have beat a couple of women. If you want to defend domestic violence and you're a woman, I'm kind of probably going to think, you don't know what reality is. You're probably naive. You probably don't think any women have ever had domestic violence against them. In either case, you're human. So there's a spot in my heart for you. And I hope you open up your mind and your heart to understand that even if you don't like somebody, it's not okay for them to be violated. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.
Shout out to Punch.